Sorry, I laughed because I was half expected Dornkirk to say, that has nothing to do with me. These people are out of their minds. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with the final episode of the Visions of Escaflowne, the show. Vision of Escaflowne, the show. Obviously, as is my plan with everything else, we will do the movie when I can find the time to schedule it in. Anyway, we come into this with a board and some notes. So let's go ahead and check out the board. And with the board comes the board changelog, where I changed the blue line from Dryden to Malerna to green, because, you know, that stupid-ass scene. I changed the green line from Fulkin to Dornkirk to red, and I marked Fulkin as dead. You might be asking, why did you mark Dornkirk as dead? Well, I've got that in the notes, so if you want to know more, go into the notes. Speaking of notes, Dean wondering why Dornkirk is holding the Zybok forces back is understandable from the position of a leader that has no idea that nukes exist in this setting. Doubly so for Dornkirk, who effectively has remote vision and is from Earth as well. Well, in so much that he might have foreseen the creation of a nuke on Gaia, Dornkirk seems to be from Earth's past, so he might not actually be aware of nukes on Earth. Either way, it's crazy that this is just a thing we are introducing in the penultimate episode of the show, and is a surprise to everyone else in the show. It should have been built up this whole time as something that was debated on to use or not to use. Those scenes with the leadership of Astoria, for example, we could have used those as meetings with the allied countries and made this a real plot point, rather than just blowing up the entire battlefield unexpectedly. I'm just going to say this as flatly as possible. The Dryden arc makes no sense. They have a little back and forth, and due to Alan's actions, Malerna pulls the trigger on her emotions towards Dryden, who she grew to care for over time. Then she marries him, and during said wedding, Dryden almost sacrifices himself to save her life. Then, after a couple of episodes where he tries running a country in war, he just dips. Claims he loves her, and will become a man who she will love. It's nonsense. Show-wise, she'd move on from Alan. There was nothing shown to indicate that she isn't in love with Dryden. If Dryden left because he couldn't handle politics, then I don't think they expressed that enough either. It's basically out of nowhere, and in the worst possible moment. They may as well have shown Dryden reading battle reports and choosing to run away from the country for as poorly timed as this was. Fulkin knows that Hitomi is a linchpin of Dornkirk's plans, but never tells her as much, even when it turns out that he is actually not on Dornkirk's side. Hitomi goes to him and talks about wanting to talk to Dornkirk, which would have been the perfect opportunity to tell her about the Fate engine and how it works. How its weakness is her connection to Vaughn, and how Dornkirk would love nothing more than to have her alone. But he doesn't say any of that. In the entire time he's been hanging around in Astoria, he tells them essentially nothing. So, I marked Fulkin as dead, yet not Dornkirk when he so clearly was killed by Fulkin. That's because of a few obvious factors. First, Dornkirk wanted to be struck down. That's suspicious. When Dornkirk was struck, he bled the green fluid his machines used for Fate, probably what caused Fulkin's death with the blade snap, but also making me think that was just a husk of Dornkirk's old body, as at the end of the episode, we get a ghost form of Dornkirk still around and talking, which makes me think that this is a projection of the real Dornkirk and whatever he's done to himself. So I think the body of Dornkirk is dead, but not the man himself. Even though we've repeatedly been warned by the ghosts of the Atlanteans to avoid hubris and messing with the natural order of things, like they did, lest our characters follow in their fate, Hitomi crying out at the end of the episode feels like she hasn't really taken that lesson to heart and is going to, possibly accidentally, invoke change one more time and cause disaster that will need to be overcome by the episode's end, as we still haven't gotten that moon destruction vision. I didn't mention it, but that was actually my final note, because I didn't rewatch the next time on. I don't, whole conversation we had about that in the Dan to Dan recording recently about why I do. I didn't rewatch it here for no good reason. I just didn't rewatch it. But I do specifically recall the element of what felt like the Magic Knight Rayearth ending, and how very annoying it would be if this pulls the same thing. That she went back home to Earth, and then comes back here, and at the very end just leaves and never come back. Like, what would the point of that be, right? So, yeah, I guess nothing left to see here, but hopefully Vision of Escaflowne does not pull a Magic Knight Rayearth ending. That would be the most disappointing thing to me, and as we already covered by the Magic Knight Rayearth movie, that does not that did not do anything to make that ending any better. And I have no idea if the Escaflowne movie is going to be like the Rayearth ending. I mean, the Rayearth movie, which is to say, not a carry through, a complete reimagining. At the very least, people warned me about the, sorry, I keep saying Rayearth movie, Rayearth OVA series. People at least warned me that that wasn't going to be the same. Nobody said anything about the Escaflowne thing, so I have no anticipation of anything when I get into that. Anyway, that said, let's just go ahead and hop on in, see what we get. No use worrying about things that haven't come yet.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I will say, I am going to miss this opening song. I do not anticipate that the movie will probably have it, because they tend to do, like, other productions for the movies and whatnot. I don't know what I said about this when I first heard it in episode 1. I guess I'm going to have to go back after this and see what I may have said about the original opening. But, yeah, this is really, really grown on me. I know I've said a number of times there's an element of how it reminds me of Ah My Goddess, which is like one of my all-time favorite anime openings. I guess maybe old school anime openings, because, anime openings have evolved over time. But I don't know, there's something about it that I really love, and this evokes that same emotion out of me. And now here we are at the end, and, the double sad part is that I have to talk over it for copyright, so I'm doubly not getting my favorite song anymore. Sorry. The revelation hit me that, again, it was the last time I'm going to hear it, essentially, and I stopped talking for a moment. I can't believe that Rafferty, someone who has on other shows reacted here before, told me this was going to be a bad show. Are we opening a Hispano-style gateway? Oh no, we're hitting the whole planet with fate waves, I think. Because green is the color of fate for some reason. What's fate? So everybody knows that when they see that, that means Dornkirk died. Yeah, essentially. That's what everyone got warned about. Love. The final episode's card is love. Oh, so these guys survived their nuke drop. So they nuked their own allies and men, and now they're attacking the Alliance while everyone's off kilter. Yeah, I mean, essentially. This is basically reading into Zybok's past, how they were being attacked all the time by people. Okay, Alan. This is what I say all the time. The united enemy power, right? Having a powerful enemy to unite everybody against is a unifying factor. I remember Lessons argued about this with me in one of the other shows. Sorry, I laughed because I was half expected Dornkirk to say, that has nothing to do with me, these people are out of their minds. And here's the Landu to remind everybody that, yeah, Dornkirk is actually still kind of, not Dornkirk, Zybok. Zybok's still kind of an enemy. Kind of imagine that some of them do. Another? What happened to the last one? Look, her backstory was never going to be good. And by good, I don't mean like the writing quality. I mean like pleasant to hear. Yeah, I mean, rough to hear, but the people got what they wanted, and everyone wanted to die. Yeah, I kind of anticipated the final battle between these two was going to be Delandu and Alan, considering everything. Because, you know, Vaughn kills Delandu. It's going to be Alan. He's going to come after Vaughn, right? Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't really feel that much for Jujuka now. Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, you're the one who caused Delando to do this, or to be this. Okay, maybe you're buying me back a little bit on the sympathy card. Alan's got the one move to enter every fight. I mean, also maybe say, also, he's my sister. There we go. At least the show has the presence of mind to say this obvious stuff. Well, don't encourage him to fight you. This is dumb. Is this the first one? Where it seemed like they were fighting near a tower? The vision, I mean. I would say because Vaughn is bloodthirsty, but Alan literally fucking encouraged this for no reason. Yeah, you'd think he wouldn't be, considering any scratch to the Escaflowne hurts him. Yeah, this is where the animation budget went. I mean, you're both trained by the same person. Alright, then they're both wishing for it, and the zone thing is going on. It feels like she wouldn't understand anything because, you know, how fucked up mentally she's become over time. Oddly, Delandu, the psychopath, would understand more what's going on right now. Just the distraction you need to get killed in the moment. Oh, really? Halfway through the episode already? This is the final episode. It's actually not. It's not Dornkirk's machine, it's you. It's your will. You're wishing for this. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's his fault. It's his fault he's fighting right now. I would also argue that it's part Alan's fault because he told you to fight him.
こんなにバーンのこと心配してるのに、こんなにバーンのこと思ってるのに、どうして分かってくれないの？
大丈夫。君が信じていれば。
ボルケンさん。
人の思い
Wow.
は時に
Why do 90s shows have the predilection towards going towards an Evangelion ending, where everything's in the mind and understanding yourself is understanding everybody else?
人は変われる。
わだかまり、思いが重なる。私の思いがバーンを締
Hey,
め
it's a scene from Magia Record.
本当にバーンを思うって、信じるって。私はバーンのこと好きだから。
Yeah, I mean, Merle gave up her position next to him. The way's clear, it seems.
草原の香り、バーンの香り。
And 2 episodes ago, we gave up any hope of a Samu for some reason.
好きだから。
瞳。
ごめんね。分かってないの。私の方だった。
Yeah, actually, you gave up on Osamu because your best friend was in love with him, but you don't give a shit about Merle's feelings?
セレナ。
お兄様。
セレナ。私がわかるのか。
お兄様。
Well, yeah, to be fair, Alan, you haven't changed physically in apparently 20 years.
もうお前を一人にはしない。セレナ、アレンの妹。バン、瞳の声が聞こえた。瞳が待っている。
Sorry, are we just forgetting the fact that every country on Earth is now fighting every other country on Earth all of a sudden? Gaia. On Gaia.
白い竜が。
ついに最後の時、錬金術で黄金が生み出せなかったように。
I feel like this was set up to be a much longer show, and it just had to suddenly end within 3 episodes.
私は信じてる。決められた運命なんかないって。
I'm sorry, where were we fighting that Zybok was just like over the horizon? I also really like this OST. Very much reminds me of like Final Fantasy X, like Cloister Trials hymn. Yeah, all throughout the show you've shown that people hate these things, or these people. So I would invoke you to stop fighting. I mean, maybe it would invoke you to join in hatred with everybody else, chase them down. Yeah, to be fair, I guess destroying it would stop it. I appreciate the point that he's pushing out there. I don't feel like the show has earned this, though. Also, Tien survived. So conceivably, Zybok still... Gen. So Zybok still has a military command. It's still a power on this planet. Never established those people live in tree houses.
瞳
彼私に気があるのかななんてね。へえ、それ自信過剰ってやつじゃない？なあの意地悪。占ってもらえば？拓也くんが幸子に気があるかどうか。あ、神崎先輩。占い得意なんですよね。声占いしていただけませんか？
Back on Earth again?
ごめんね。お食事持ってきました。
おう、ありがとうよ。
兄上
I guess Finelli is just the one place where they don't hate beast people. Thank God it exists.
ファーネリアにどうかここから国の行く末を見守っていてくれ。
ずいぶん昔のような気がする。私が初めてこのファーネリア
Okay, if she went back to Earth, why show us the scenes out of
これ
order?
どうするの？
みんなの思いがガイアを作っていくんだ。
Put it back in a rock? Remember, the Escaflowne started the show in a boulder.
ありがとうエスカフローネ。エスカフローネは眠っていた方がいいんだ。あいつに頼らないファーネリアがガイアが兄上の思いなんだ。俺はその世界を見てみたい。
We didn't stop the fighting with everybody else. There still should be a world war going on right now. And one of the countries has a nuke.
構わないさ。瞳がそうしたいのなら。でも俺たちはいつでも会えるだろう。思いが通じていれば。
See, that's already better than the Ray Earth ending, where they never imply that they could go back again.
持っててね、バン。私忘れないから。おばあちゃんになっても。
Although I don't think they're implying that she can go back. I think they're just thinking we can think of each other anytime. Oh, don't fucking do this. Stay here. Just fucking stay here. I don't know how it gets to me, but it's fucking getting to me. It's a sad ending. Even though I'm angry at what they're fucking doing in the same way I was angry at the Ray Earth ending.
私、忘れないから。
瞳
Also, I think that her giving up the necklace gives up her ability to come back. I think she could have come back if she didn't give up the necklace. Oh, I fucking hate this.
さよなら、瞳。
No, this is definitely worse. Definitely worse than the Ray Earth ending because it's fucking better. I mean, it's not better, but it is worse. Oh. It's the reason why the Witch from Mercury ending got me so much is that they did a whole send-off and
光先輩いいよね。そうそう。天野先輩とものすごくお似合い。運命の相手って感じだよね。
「 Is he really there? Please don't be fucking imagining.
私元気だよ。
Oh, you were fucking imagining. It's your one chance to make it alright. Maybe not. Ah, Jesus Christ. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was gonna be feeling any sort of way about how the show fucking ended. But I knew from the next time on last time that I was gonna be incensed at whatever did happen. Uh, because of the fact that I think they showed in the next time on Hitomi like holding on to Vaughn's hand and like her being pulled away. And the element for me is that she just went back to Earth like 3 episodes ago and then gave up everything that she had on Earth, all her friends and everything, to go back to Gaia. So why then, at the end, would she go back to Earth from Gaia? That doesn't make any sense to me. And we've already established like how connected she is to everybody here, and how not connected she is back to everybody on Earth. It doesn't make any like she has no need to return to Earth. Like her mother knows, from what her mother did, that Gaia is a place. Even though we squandered any ability to talk to her last time she was there. She gave up her connection to Amino. She essentially said, "Hey, my best friend, you pursue that guy that you're in love with," and the element that she also goes back in time in that trip back to Earth, so that they don't even know about her original journey to Gaia, and then their whole conversation with her mother about it. They essentially just lose out on any context. If she had come back after that, and with the realization that her friend was in love with Amino, and being like, okay, you should really pursue this. I have a whole other life going on. And then they could talk to her about what they know, and she'd be like, oh yeah, this is what this is all about. I don't know why she went back. And then the element of like, hey, this is the thing that gets me, every fucking time, is the element of saying goodbye to all of your friends that you met on the journey. Saying goodbye to all the friends you met on the journey, right? And then in this very end, we see them, right? We get to see everybody that's still around and have them say goodbye for the last time because we don't fucking go back. I hate that ending, but at the same time, I have to give it credit. It does hit you right there, right? And that's kind of what I feel like Ray Earth was trying to do with, hey, here's everybody standing on a projection, watching you guys fly off, and then you're never gonna go back again. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just blanking out. I know it feels like all I'm doing right now is whinging about this ending. But that's because that's where my emotions are right now, right? I really fucking hate this last episode. It does also feel kind of rushed. Let me transition into another aspect of the ending that's not emotional, that is just literally hypercritical. Everybody wanted to war with everybody else, right? And even though Vaughn kind of destroyed the fate machine there at the very end, nothing about what they were doing indicates to me that the fate machine was causing all of that. It seems to me that their desire to fight was just expressed with the zone of absolute fate, right? That they would still be doing that. So this should be a world at war now without Zybok as a unified threat to join everybody together. So to just say, oh no, everyone's at peace now, it's a wonderful world, seems to have been a rush to the ending. And that doesn't make any sense to me. As I said before, this feels like a show that was supposed to be longer, that got cut short, and that they knew ahead of time they were getting cut short. So what they did was they made a rush to the end and try to make as coherent a story as they possibly could. Also, didn't that indicate there that Malura just wind up with Dryden again? Which, again, to my note before, makes that whole story fucking stupid. Like, what was the point of that? I don't know. I anticipate that I'm probably at some point going to rewatch this before I go and watch the movie, so that when I come back with a movie reaction, that there is going to be some notes about the final episode. I cannot anticipate that I'm not going to do a ranking, because this show is worth ranking. Unlike some 12 episode shows where I feel like the ride was enough, I feel like I need to do a ranking for this. However, I do not know when that's going to happen, because we have a lot on the plate, back end wise for the channel. So that'll come when it comes. I guess keep an eye out on the Discord for it. Yeah. Sorry, the element of all the characters saying goodbye after we went 26 episodes with them, like, I felt sad seeing Mole Man say goodbye, and it's like Mole Man ain't done shit the whole show, other than try to rob people and then play it off as like, oh, I was actually here to give you advice. Put on this necklace that you've been trying to find the whole episode. Couldn't find because I was actually trying to steal it, but then overheard how important it was to you and decided to give it back to you. Here's hoping that the movie doesn't fail me the same way that the Rareth OVA failed me. And I think I'm going to leave it there for now. So, I guess just hit me up wherever, It never matters to me how long after the fact you hit me up with a comment or a post about a show that I previously watched. I always enjoy seeing it. So, hit me up whenever. Comment section, Discord, whatever. I'm not saying private message me. I'm saying hit me up in the channels on the Discord. Or comment below in the video. But otherwise, I think that's going to be it for Visions of Escaflowne. For now, till the movie. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions. And we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?